Give a big round of applause for Milan, Panic, and Josh Tawby.
How are we doing tonight? We have a great show for you guys, and I realize Milan is not with me. Okay. Bald guy, beard, purple blazer. Anyone seen him? Milan.
Josh?
Oh.
Hey, so, funny story. I got lost back there, and they were all like, hey, are you working tonight? I was like, well, yeah, I'm hosting the show tonight. Yeah, I'm working tonight. And they were like, cool, we need you to go serve table 28. I was like, where's table 28? I can't find table 28, Josh.
I think 28 is actually right there, Milan.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, is that your blazer too?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, you're gonna get the blazer and let's go? Come on, man.
Yeah, you're right, my bad.
Okay, thank you. God, I don't get it, man. These bald guys, I swear, it's like... But yes, we have a phenomenal show. So while Milan just, laxy daisies his way up here, there we go.
I got it.
Milan Panic, everybody.
Thank you. I'll be here all night long.
Excellent. Thank you. All right.
As Josh was saying, we have an awesome show for you guys tonight. 25 of Michigan's funniest people here to compete for $1,000.
Woo! $1,000, folks.
That's a lot of moolah.
That is a lot of doll hairs. So, how many of you folks have actually heard of Milan and I? Show of voice.
Yeah, give us a hoot and or a holler.
Wow, that's actually quite a bit. I thought we'd be strangers here. This is kind of cool.
Nice. Well, so for those of you who don't know us, that makes sense because we're not really big into this space, the stand-up comedy scene. We are filmmakers by trade.
Yes, that's true. This is actually very new territory for us.
Yes, absolutely. So we run an annual comedy film festival called the Comedy Roll. And we wanted to invite a local comic to come out and headline that show, do a set before the films go off. And we figured, what better way to do that than to have a whole ass competition to find that person.
Something that I guess could have been done in an email, but, that's just how we roll.
Listen, yeah. We go big or we go home. We ain't going home.
No.
Not happening.
No, we're not going anywhere. And that's the thing. This community has really made us feel at home.
Oh, absolutely. As we said, we're new to the space, to the stand-up comedy scene, so we figured we'd dip our toes in the water a little bit.
Yeah, it was a little scalding hot water, though.
Oh, yeah. We were, belittled, berated.
Yeah, and we were told we were ordered from Wish.com, I guess?
The Temu version of other competitions in this space.
Yeah. The what is it? Couple of white guys running another another comedy festival.
The Pepsi to their Cokes. But you know what?
That's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Pepsi's an awesome beverage.
I mean, Mark Ridley serves Pepsi,
Absolutely.
so they know what's going on.
Absolutely. And honestly, truth be told, I'm a Pepsi guy through and through.
Right. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely. Yeah, of course. My earliest childhood memories, the very, very beginning of my being, all I remember is crisp, cold Pepsis, catching Pokemon on a Saturday morning, irreversible trauma, childhood stuff. As it goes.
That actually sounds pretty nice, Milan.
Yeah, dude, you can't beat a Pepsi and a Pokemon, man.
No, the trauma.
The trauma?
Yeah, the trauma.
The trauma is the part that sounded nice about that.
Actually, yeah, it kind of does.
So you're saying that you would, of those three things I listed, you would prefer to have the trauma?
Yeah, because I think trauma helps people.
Okay. all right. Hold on. Go on.
I feel like I'm on the spot now.
Oh, we're putting you on the spot right here.
Okay. Well, look at all the greats out there, right? Terry Crews, Matthew McConaughey. They all suffered a little bit of childhood trauma and they became titans of their industry.
That's fair. A rags to riches story. Everyone loves it. But where are you going with this?
Okay. Well, I sort of see myself kind of like GameStop. Okay? In the beginning, everybody loved GameStop. They were over here. They were pouring their heart and soul into it. They had a place to buy games. People were invested. It was great beginnings, lovely parents, a bright future.
You didn't brag much. Okay.
So I feel that over time, GameStop kind of lost its value. GameStop had some really high expectations. And maybe GameStop couldn't fulfill all of those expectations. So it sort of just kind of kept reaching up higher, higher, higher. And then, maybe GameStop lost a little bit of money. Maybe GameStop had a few failed relationships. GameStop just, started to go down. And there was a cool uptick. And GameStop was very popular. But then GameStop went down, and sometimes mortgage is hard for GameStop.
Wow. I'll be honest, I intended to roast you pretty hard, but that all does sound pretty awful, man. I'm not going to lie.
It kind of does, doesn't it?
Yeah, I would be tempted to call some of that stuff pretty traumatic.
You would?
I would. Don't you see, Josh? You're experiencing your trauma right now as an adult.
Oh my God, you're right.
Absolutely. Your trauma has been with you this entire time.
Wow, so I really am a failure.
That's right. You are. But you won't be the only one tonight, as only one comedian can walk away as the champion of the Battle of the Mics and with the $1,000 cash prize.
Oh man, here at the Battle of the Mics, dreams really don't come true.
Ain't that the truth? Josh, I think before we announce how this event is going to go off, we should introduce our lovely judges.
I think that would be a great idea, Milan. Judges, can you come on out here?
Give it up for our judges.
Come on out here, judges. Woo. These three lovely individuals have basically signed up to do this for free, which is awesome.
We love that about you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so I guess, say some words and stuff. We'll start with you.
I don't want to talk to these people.
Fair enough.
I'm Omega. I'll be one of your judges tonight, which means you all know what that means. You know what that means. What does it mean? That's not what it means. That means you can definitely come to me for legal advice.
Oh, okay.
No. All right.
I
So I'm going to
would
sit over
recommend
here
it.
with these beautiful people and pretend like I know everything about comedy, just like the comedians back there. But I'm O, and I'm one of your judges.
I can't follow that up, Omega. That was beautiful. I'm Mark Fritz. I judge a lot of. Thank you. I knew this was going to happen. I judge a lot of the comedy role, horror film roulette, and happy to be here. You guys all look beautiful tonight. Thank you.
Aww.
Even me?
Yes, especially you.
Hi, I'm Sammy, and I would like more applause than Mark, please. Thank you. I will be one of your judges this evening, and I can be bought. So if you want to Venmo me, I cannot guarantee that it will have any sort of effect on this competition, but I will take your money.
Thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. Now get out of here and get back to your podiums.
And tell everybody to shut up back there. Awesome.
Thank you guys.
Great.
We
All right.
appreciate it.
Well, enough shenanigans.
Absolutely. Let's get down to brass tacks. Josh, how is this night going to go?
It's going to go very simple. If you've ever been to a comedy competition, you already know the rules. There's going to be 25 comics that are going to be competing in 3-minute sets. When they come up, they're going to take the microphone. They're going to say some jokes. You might say ha and ha. It's possible.
Ideally, that would be great. I'm pretty sure everyone would appreciate it.
Yes.
Even if you don't mean it.
When the time is done, the 3 minutes, they're going to hear a ding.
Ding.
Milan, actually, I kind of liked how you did that ding. Can you do the dings?
What about the bell?
No, I want you to do the dings.
Fine. I'll do the dings.
Milan will do the ding. When the ding goes off from Milan, they're going to then take the stand, put the microphone on it, they're going to go back, and then the next comic is going to come up, and it's going to be rapid fire until all 25 comics can beat.
Absolutely. Like you said, rapid fire style, so you're going to want to lock in, stay seated. You don't want to miss a sec of what we've got going on here tonight.
Correct. There will be then a brief 10-minute intermission as the judges delineate and figure out their top two. The top 2 will then come back up. They will each do a 2-minute set, and then we will determine our winner of Battle of the Mics. They will then headline the comedy role in May, and they will also receive $1,000.
That's right. We're gonna end it Wild West style. 2 enter, 1 exit. With the $1,000, they can both obviously exit.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Everyone will live, so.
Yes, ideally.
Yeah, so with that being said, folks, welcome to
The Battle of the Mics!
All right, and we are going to bring our first contestant in, Devarron Thomas.
How y'all doing, man? Good. Before we get started, I just want to wish the judges a happy Black History Month. Like you said, my name is Devarron Thomas. Devarron Thomas. I think it's a simple fucking name. Yet somehow whenever Sally Mae or Navian calls me up, they're like, can we speak with Devarron Thomas, please? Like a lot of pride. I get pissed off. I'm like, first off, that's Devarron Thomas. And they'll be like, well, first off, you owe us $37,000. And I'm like, that's my bad. That's Devarron, D-E-V. R-Y-I, dealer's choice. Can't have pride when you're poor. And I am poor. I know I am. I woke up complaining about it this morning. Woke up like fucking everything sucks. I have no money. I have no cash. I have bills due. So I went to a shitty little gas station to get some perspective on life. And I saw a homeless man just being nice to everybody. He was shaking hands, giving out hugs, smiling, not complaining about shit. And I was like, there it is, Devarron. That's the perspective. That's what you needed to see. So you can move. This neighborhood's terrible. For about 3 seconds, I thought a homeless nigga had all the answers. It's not a good place to be. Not a good place to be at all. And I realized I've lived there a while, so I was absorbing homeless lessons all the time of things I'll never see right again. You ever seen 2 junkies in love? It's the purest love there is. Purest. I gotta be careful telling jokes like that because I had a lady yell at me from the back of a room once. Call them unhoused. It gives them more dignity because they don't have a house. And I was like, yeah, but they're also less a home. So who is this for? You know? And I live next door to them, so I ask questions. I'm like, this is important, sir. Can you put the pipe down? People are arguing. They want to know what you prefer to be called. Do you prefer to be called homeless or unhoused? And he took the question seriously. He put the pipe down and looked me dead in the eyes. He said verbatim, nigga, do you have $1 or not? I do want to try to get something positive out before my 3 minutes is up. So the age of consent is crazy, huh? That's not a good response. Y'all can relax. I'm not up here like, well, why the fuck not? This isn't my weird ass TED Talk. I'm just saying it's strange that it's somebody's job. You would have thought it'd be something we vote on. Instead, it's just somebody's job. Or they'd be like, 18, you ready? You gotta be 21 in this country to buy cigs. That's a law they just changed less than a year ago. Still only 18 to do porn. It's a fuck up of priorities if I've ever seen one. So now teens are like, well, what can we smoke, government? And the government's like, why don't you smoke these dicks on camera? But don't you dare ruin your lungs, Stacy. Like, love yourself first. That's important. Is that the beep? I don't know what I'm looking for up here, man.
Ding!
Bing.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Charles Hill.
What's up, everybody? This is awesome, man. It's awesome to be here. They're shooting us with like 4 cameras, 5 including the one in the ladies' room. Hell yeah. It's awesome being a comedy club again. Like, I'm a road comic. I do a lot of bar shows. I just did a show at a hunting lodge, and they had animal heads mounted all over the walls and camel toe under the tables. I bet we got that here too. Party people on a Sunday night. I love to see it. That's awesome. Hell yeah. I'm a party people, you know. I was at the doctor, I was 30. My doctor told me, Charles, you're 30 years old. If you don't settle down, you probably won't live to see 40. Proud to tell all of you, this year I turned 42. I've got a beautiful wife and 2 daughters, and I wish I was dead. Or at least in a medically induced coma, right? My wife told me she couldn't remember what she felt like back when we were dating. So I came home with a box of wine, some Taco Bell, and some Molly. And she got wasted and bloated, forgot she hated me. And for my birthday this year, I gave my daughter my debit card to make things more exciting, let her buy me whatever she wanted to buy me for my birthday. And now I own Crocs. A bunch of stupid Croc pins, but I wear them, She accessorized me this year. She also bought me like this fanny pack purse thing she expected me to wear. I was unsure about it. I remember my grandpa used to wear a fanny pack, and I was so embarrassed until I learned that's where he kept his gun. And now I own his gun. So don't make fun of my fanny pack, okay? My oldest is 12, though. I noticed teenage boys started looking at her differently and staring at her legs. So I bought her a pair of Jordans so they look at her feet. Sounds weird on the surface, I know. But now she can run away real fast. She's 12. She thinks she knows what's best. She thought it was a good idea to leave the house in a shirt that shows her belly. And I figured, you know what? I can too. And now you all have to look at it. Some of you, more up close and personal than others. What's your name, sir? Justin. Break off a little piece of that chip. Let's play a game. Throw a piece of that chip in my belly button, Justin. Let's go. Everybody chant for Justin. Do it, Justin. Everybody wants you to do it, Justin. Let's go. Justin. 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 Oh, so close, Justin. So close, Justin. All right, Justin, now your turn. Let's go. One time, that's what you get. Why get one shot too? But for real, this is what I look like when I leave the house with the family now. I got my belly showing, my Crocs on, my fanny pack, my finger on the trigger. Come on, let's go, Royal Oak.
Ding! And we have Scott Smith. Hi, I'm Premium Ned Flanders. And I'm white. My wife is black. And in the year of our Lord, 2025, people still do not realize that we are a couple. They will believe literally anything else. Like at a restaurant, we're not together. No, we're just 2 random strangers who happen to arrive at the same table at the same time, holding hands, and with a kid who looks exactly like the 2 of us. Just 2 coworkers out to dinner with someone's 7-year-old. And I get it, right? I get it. My wife is gorgeous. I'm surprised she married me too. I thought I was going to have to propose a second time with a bigger ring. But as a society, we need to move past these biases, all right, and just recognize that smart, beautiful women like my wife can make terrible decisions. I am her spring break tattoo. Her lifelong hangover. Is she having a good time? Absolutely. Is she going to regret this? Absolutely. But we're still together, right? And here's the thing. My daughter, she's 7. She's biracial, both black and white, and we have the same type of issues sometimes together when we're out. Like when I go to pick her up from school, okay? And there's some parents there who've never seen us before, and I go to take her by the hand and bring her to the car, I start seeing these looks of fear and confusion form on people's faces. Like, is that his kid? I don't know what bothers me more, all right? The look of fear on their face or the fact that not one of those parents have ever tried to stop me. What happened to the village? Here's the thing, though. I'm worried my daughter's going to pick up on this confusion, right? She's very smart. It would not take much for her to convince a room full of strangers that I am not her dad. That's why I live in constant fear of her one day going full-on Jigsaw. Hello, Daddy. I want to play a game. Will it be the $30 Barbie or spend the night in county lockup fighting for your life? Tick-tock, Daddy. Tick-tock. And when's it gonna end, right? Buy me this car, Daddy. Buy me this house, Daddy. Bury this body, Daddy. Look, I don't know why she sounds British, okay? I can't do a kid accent. All I'm trying to say, for my own safety, I never say no to my daughter in Target. You know, my daughter loves that I do stand-up comedy, but she can never see me perform because she doesn't have a fake ID. So we sat down this morning to watch a clip. We get halfway through and she pauses it. Then she says something to me that changed my life forever as a dad. She goes, Dad, when do your jokes start? Ding! Thank you.
Please give it up for Ryan Brown.
Yeah, Royal Oak, Valentine's Day just passed. Happy couples, make some noise. Happy couples. All right. I'm divorced, so fuck y'all a little bit. Happy couples, man. I was married for 10 years, man. I've been divorced for about a year, right? So I've been dating now for about 2. It's a joke for the swingers in here. Where you at? Swingers, where the pineapple people at? This freaky motherfucker right here. That's what's up, bro. That's cool, man. I like saying happy couples, but I don't like relationship advice. I think relationship advice is stupid. Like, y'all a couple right here. Y'all happy? All right, that's good, man. Now, what's your name, bro? Devin, right? Now, if you wanted advice, you would either know because you love her, right? Or you would ask her, right? If you wanted like date night advice or something like that, right? Yeah, ask her, right? That makes sense, right? You wouldn't ask this guy how to eat her pussy, right? Right? Hopefully he don't know. Right? Relationship advice is insane, bro. I've never heard good relationship advice in my life, man. I remember when I was getting married, people were giving out advice and somebody was like, never go to bed angry. Yeah, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard, bro. You ever live with a human being? Right? Sometimes you gotta go to bed angry to keep from killing everybody in the house. Right? Never go to bed angry. What if you come home from work one day and your Xbox is smashed into 1,000 pieces? Just because you slept with her friend one time. Right? One time in her dream. Right? Now you can't play Xbox or go to bed because you get to stay up all night and argue with her fucking imagination. That's crazy, man. She's selfish. She won't even tell you which friend. Right? You're like, well, damn, we already arguing. At least let me know if she on my fantasy team. Argue about your friend Brittany. I hate that bitch, bro. I don't know, man. I'm not, and listen, I know that's like a stereotype, like women will have a dream and then bring it to reality and like slap the shit out their boyfriend or whatever, man. But that's not just a female thing. Like, I've had those types of dreams. I've had a dream that felt too real, right? Now I'm waking my girl up at 2 in the morning like, why was you sucking my dad's dick? All right, cut that shit out, man. I like dating now, though, man. I like dating. Cause I don't gotta lie to women no more, right? I tell them the truth. Like, I'm 38 years old. I don't want kids. All right? I got them, but I don't want them. Roll up, we having a good time for me, on the count of 3. Can we get a fuck these kids? 1, 2, 3. Hell yeah, fuck them. Unless it's any teachers in here. If it's any teachers in here, please God, don't fuck these kids, bro. All right, man. My name is Ryan Brown, man.
Give it up for Charlie Wollborg.
Hello, how you doing? Happy Valentine's Day, belatedly, for all who celebrate. I know it's not for everyone. I'm happily married to my unhappily married wife. So we celebrated the way we always do, cuddled up on the couch. I rewatched You've Got Mail. It's such a good romantic comedy. My wife was just on Tinder flipping through for my replacement. But I pinged some of my famous friends to see what rom-com I should watch next. You want to hear what they recommended? All right. It's very romantic. See, country music legend Willie Nelson. He recommends Waiting to Exhale. So, all right, maybe not. Here's one from Drake. I haven't heard from him in a while. 13 Going on 30. It's a Jennifer Garner movie, right? What's in your wallet? Hopefully valid ID. You know. Prince Harry wrote me. He likes When Harry Met Sally. It's a little on the nose, but... and Princess Meghan. Who the hell's Sally? Oh, okay. Well, we never know. Nick Cannon, he likes Cheaper by the Dozen. I don't know if Baby Mama math works that way. Yeah. He should have done Knocked Up, maybe. I don't know. Will Smith, he likes Hitch. He's in it. It is one of my favorites. That's a really good romantic comedy. Here's Jada. Jada says, Anyone But You. Too soon? I asked my wife what her favorite was, and she said, 10 Things I Hate About You. Not the movie. She just listed 10 things she hated about me. But here's one from my pants. It says, Something's Gotta Give. Fuck you, pants. Last one. Comic legend Bill Cosby. He recommends While You Were Sleeping. So, they're not all winners. It's rough getting older, though. I mean, I miss the good old days of being young. You know, you were hip. You'd pop a pill to take a trip, and your biggest concern was popping a boner in public. Now, pop a pill to pop a boner. You worry about tripping in public and popping your hip. But even the internet's completely different now. First rule of the internet used to be, don't post anything online you don't want your grandmama to see. Now, your grandmama's posting things you don't want to see. On OnlyFans. Turns out Werther's Originals isn't the only thing she likes to unwrap. She's putting the ass in casserole. So, yeah, she's a dom with more subs than Jimmy John's, but her safe word is butterscotch. So I can hear them yelling butterscotch backstage. So thanks so much for your time. I'm Charlie.
Give it up for our next comic, Alexa Stanton.
It's about time we get a set of tits up here, huh? Yeah! I'll show them after the show for $5, all right? All right?
Oh, happy Valentine's Day weekend. Did we have a good Valentine's Day?
Yeah? Fucking good for you. I've had awful luck dating, all right? I was celibate for 3 years in my early 20s. I should be getting pounded, all right? I should be reeling them in, right? I dated a gay man for 3 years. You guys know what gay men don't like? Pussy. That's what. A lot of my friends are like, weren't there signs that he was gay? You know, like red flags. And I'm like, listen, when you're in your early 20s, you get something I like to call tunnel vision for the dick. And a red flag will come in and you'll be like, whoa, that's pink. That's not. Another one will come in, you're like, that one's magenta. You're reaching for colors, right? Another one, your friends are like, that is red. And you're like, that is chartreuse. That's not red. And yeah, there were signs that he was gay. There were red flags. Like he painted his fingernails in college. I call that a fixer-upper. That's what a sad boy walking around with those black tips, you know, just let me take care of you. There's another red flag that he was gay. He was on the cheer team in college. But I'm like, my man's an athlete, you know? Like, I go to the first game. My friends are like, what position is he? And I'm like, the one that's having the most fun. I show up to the first game. I get there, and he's the flyer. He's the one getting tossed, spun around. He's at the top of the pyramid like this, you guys. And all my friends are like, oh my God, he's so flexible. Like, I had no idea. There was another sign, a red flag that he was gay. He had a boyfriend. I was like, all right, that one's red. You know, that one I realize. And, you know, here's the thing. My gay ex-boyfriend absolutely loved Lady Gaga. If you get a good look at me, I'm like the Kirkland brand version. Rah, rah. No. No, he was more of a poker face kind of guy. It was just more of a poke his face situation we had going on. Thank you so much. My name's Alexa.
All right, next up we have Darryl Spencer.
Woo! My name is Darryl Spencer. I'll just get this out of the way. I am most white girls' first black boyfriend. I'm kind of like a gateway thug. Some people just call me a diet nigga. Those people would be rude. No, I am mixed. I've been that way my entire life, I swear. Growing up mixed was tough, though, because I thought I had to go out and do, like, mixed people shit, right? It's like black people shit and white people shit. So, for instance, I'd go out and I'd play cornhole. But I'd be like, Kobe! Like I'd be robbing people. But only for their land. That was one about you guys. No, slang was super tough too. Like living with a white family and a black family. Like living with my white family, they're talking about 23 and me. I thought that was slang for a gangbang. It's not. Recently took 23 and me. Turns out I'm a Hufflepuff. That's funny because Hufflepuffs can't even be black. I didn't even write that one. J.K. Rowling did. No, one time I said that joke and somebody goes, "You're a mudblood." I was like, just call me a nigga next time. Like, you know how many books I had to read to get to that wizardly racism? One more thing about me, I like taking edibles. Because it's kind of like being in a relationship with the cop. You never know when it's going to hit you. But it will 10 out of 10 times, guys. That's a statistic. You're not a cop, right? All right, I'm good. This is recorded and we're good. That's what my time tonight, guys. Thank you.
Put your hands together for Josh DiDonato.
We've all got pet peeves. Tell you one of mine is when people don't know what a pet peeve is. No, you talk to some people and they'll say, "You know what my pet peeve is? Racism." And it's like, no, pet peeve is something that just bugs you and not for a good reason. It cannot be something that is universally agreed to be a terrible thing. You know what my pet peeve is? Cold-blooded murder. When I'm in Starbucks and someone just like stabs the person in front of me to death, it's like, really? Can't you go outside? You just literally got blood on my phone. I figured out that all of my pet peeves are verbal. Like, I don't really care what people do. It's just the stuff that people say that drives me crazy. Like, you know when people say, "It goes without saying"? You don't need to say that, ever. I was hanging out with my best friend and he said, "Well, it's 10:30, goes without saying we should probably get some dinner." Well, yeah, it could have gone without saying, but then you said it. So now it's going with saying. I think if you find yourself saying "it goes without saying" a lot, you should probably just go without saying anything to me for a while. I am a Jewish fella, which is not as fun to announce these days. It was never fun before, by the way, but somehow even less so now. But I do want to get the word out about something before I go. If you ever hear about anybody getting the heebie-jeebies, that's actually an anti-Semitic slur, if you didn't know. Yeah. No, heebie-jeebies was named after the third prime minister of Israel, who was named Hebrew Jebrew. So just so you know, it's kind of not cool. All right, I'm going to close with a character I've been working on. This is a crowd work comedian with an audience full of psychics. Crowd work comedian, audience full of psychics. This guy knows what I'm talking about. Thank you. Good night.
Welcome to the stage, Emma Stevenson. What is up? Okay, I don't have much time. Look, I've got kind of a hot take here, okay? Can we just agree that the only thing more terrifying than getting a dick pic from a stranger is getting a dick pic from your husband? Can we agree? You know, I mean, getting a dick pic from somebody you don't know, like, I mean, it's traumatizing, but it's kind of funny, you know? And I don't have to do anything with that. If I'm minding my business at work and I get a dick pic from my husband, he might as well have sent me a picture of the sink full of dirty dishes. You know? Like, fucking great, dude. Now this is something else I'm gonna have to do when I get home. Fucking, like, rinse him off first. Get started without me. Just get the fucking out of my face. It's the only thing worse. Look, all right, while we're talking about penises, all right, speaking of penises, I have a newfound appreciation for erectile dysfunction, actually. I never used to understand, I don't think, how frustrating that was. But then recently I had an experience. I was trying to get a snack out of the vending machine, and all I had was like this crinkly dollar bill, right? And like, it would like go in a little bit and spit it back out. And I was like, why does this seem familiar? You know? I was like, oh my gosh, Peter, that's why. It's the exact, I swear now I appreciate it, you know, because I was getting so frustrated. I was trying everything. I was like, maybe if I just like, you know, really straighten it out. At one point I spit on it. It was awful. At one point I tried shoving it in the coin slot just to see if that worked. The vending machine got very upset with me after that. And then I started crying. And then the vending machine was like, oh, it's okay, it happens to everybody. It's really sweet. And look, speaking of hard subjects, religion, right? Look, I realized the billboards in Michigan, I'm talking about, have you guys noticed the farther north you go, the more the billboards turn into yelling at you to go to church? You guys notice that? It's insane. I drove to the UP for the first time recently. And like, I'm not even a religious person really, but after driving on the highway for hours and hours and absorbing all of those messages, even I found myself thinking like, yeah, Jesus does love me, you know? And there was one billboard specifically I saw several times. I don't know if any of you have seen it before. It said, are you going to heaven or hell? Call 888-251-8092. There's a number that you can call. So I got sick of seeing it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to call this number. I'm going to see what happens. So I did. I dialed that number. It rang. Somebody finally picked up. And I was like, hello? And a voice on the other end just said, hell, and hung up. Ding! Fuck, all right.
Please welcome Sir Charles Parrott.
Hello, everyone. I recently got fired from my marketing job. I guess buy one, get one for the exact same price is not an ideal ad for people. I'm trying to be healthier this year. I gave up smoking at the beginning of the year, and I gave up drinking from backstage to here. Thought that was good. I've been working out, eating healthier a little bit. I think it's starting to show a little bit. My Coke dealer said I look really good the other day. No, I don't do Coke anymore. I stick to Coke Zero personally, and I know people are worried about the aspartame. I was a little more worried about the fentanyl. No, I don't do Coke. I just like that joke because my family is seeing me tonight, so I figure I give them two things to worry about for me. No, it also makes me too paranoid. I'm already a pretty paranoid person with a crippling need to be liked, so I speak very nicely to all the technology in my house. I don't do coke. I guess that's just my set. It's all about my drug problems secretly. No, I don't know if you could tell, but I don't get out a whole lot into public. I know. I think people are a lot worse with interactions lately, especially since COVID. I'll go out to restaurants a lot. Don't pay attention to that problem either. Normally they'll say hello. I'll say hello back. You know how like normal conversations work. And then they're just kind of quiet for the rest of that. I don't know what to do with that anymore. Normally I'm not uncomfortable with silence. It does make it tough to tell how my comedy career is going, but it's fine. But it happened to me at a drive-thru recently. And in some senses, I feel like I'm still kind of stuck there, and this is just some Matrix hallucination I'm in right now. Like someone's going to come over the speaker at some point and say, Whopper? Nope. No, I work with a lot of immigrants at work. I think that's nice. I like talking to people that I can't understand at all. They like me. We get along pretty well. I do think they were trying to hook me up recently, and it would have been a green card marriage. I understand that. But in unrelated news, my green card for Venezuela did come in the mail, so I will be moving there after the show. And with that, that is my time. Thank you, everybody. Jason Gilleran.
I got a new car this year. I'm really excited about it. And like all new cars, they are now becoming more and more annoyingly safe. As if you're a mom just got infused into the computer of the fucking car, you know. You guys, there's like a Chevy now out that's got a feature when the temperature goes below 30 degrees, it tells you to put on a fucking scarf. Yeah. And good luck like parallel parking these new cars, right? They got sensors everywhere. You know, you start backing it up, the thing turns into a slot machine at MGM Grand Casino, like ding, 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 boop, 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 and then you pull forward. You got the camera on the car. You can see how close you're getting to the other car, and you get a little bit closer, then just... And the car just yells at you in your full name like it's your mom, like, Jason Patrick Gilleran, you do not get 1 inch closer to that Subaru. But I have a Japanese car, so my car says, Jason-san! What I don't have is I don't have a Cybertruck, and I like making fun. I like shitting on the Cybertruck because I never have to worry about a Cybertruck driver being at a comedy club. Like, it's like Amish people. They're not here, you know? I don't even know if the people that drive those cars are human, right? And like it's getting weirder now. Like now not just the regular RoboCop silver that's out there now. You got I saw on 696 I saw a rose gold Cybertruck. I was like, what's weirder, like a rose gold Cybertruck or the fact that I knew what rose gold was? And then I saw a vanity plate on a Cybertruck that said, "Okay, hate me." You know, at least they know how we feel about them, right? And I don't know a Cybertruck driver. But for a car that looks like it was designed by a 6-year-old boy with a speech impediment, my guess is every Cybertruck driver sounds like a 6-year-old boy with a speech impediment. Like, do you like my Cybertruck? Look at my rose gold Cybertruck, it's so cool. It's electric. That means it's made from lightning. You know, like Thor? Like Thor from superheroes. My daddy can beat up your daddy. Did you guys know that there's a guy who drove a gold and green Cybertruck that was so ugly he was getting shit on by harassed, and it was so bad he tried to take it back to the dealer and they wouldn't take it back. Yeah, they went to the dealer and they're like, "Nuh-uh, you can't return your Cybertruck that's green and gold. That's because you bought it with dollars. You can only return the Cybertruck if you bought it with cryptocurrency." All right, thanks everybody. That's all I got. Have a good fucking night.
Please welcome JeCorey Hawkins.
What up, though, motherfuckers? How y'all doing? Okay, this is not white church, guys. Y'all can talk to me. How's it going? Yeah, I mean, I got the sweater to make white people feel safe, so come on now, act like it. Because I will rob your ass if you don't, all right? Hello, everyone. I am JeCorey Hawkins. Happy to be here. Happy to be here. Like your mustache. Do porn? Yeah, I can see it. That's the vibe. Let's get right into it. Where's my shit? All right, so look, I love comedy. Genuinely. I don't know if other comedians feel the same way I do about comedy. It's a passion of mine. Honestly, for me, comedy is a lot like sex. It really is. Stick with me, right? It's the only thing. I came from Flint to do this. It's the only thing I drive an hour away to do for 3 minutes, okay? Right? Satisfied the entire drive. Just like the way when white people hear like Sweet Caroline at a wedding, that's how I feel on my way to do comedy. It's a lot of fun. I love it. Like I said, I did come from Flint to do this. I grew up in Flint, born and raised there. You want to know something crazy? Growing up in Flint, I genuinely thought that Michigan was a black state. Right? Because y'all don't understand this, because I can see this. Y'all demographic was different. Growing up. In my neighborhood, y'all will be the token whites, right? The only time I seen big groups of white people was at like Target. And I'm like, that's probably where you buy them. I don't know, right? I'm not sure. The only time I seen a white teenager just frolicking around in the neighborhood, just doing stuff, tried to catch him like a Pokemon. Said, I need that wild Timmy, guys. He got away. I was kind of disappointed because I was faster, but he had a bike. It was like, y'all don't understand what I could do with a white Pokemon today. Imagine if I got pulled over because I was on my way home from Royal Oak, right? And they was like, who's that black guy? And I'm just like, shit, Karen, I choose you. Right? So look, though, y'all fun. So look, living in Flint, though, and then I went to a school called Grand Blanc. I'm assuming y'all know where that's at, just because, right? Yeah, of course y'all do. It's where white people are. Y'all know where white people are, obviously, right? So living in Flint, going to Grand Blanc, I lived the best of both worlds. And so when I would go back home, I'd be like, hey, y'all, I know how to survive around white people, right? This is for you, Omega, right? Yeah. You ever in the room and it feels real January 6-ish? All you gotta do is just stop and start to sing, Sweet Caroline. They can't control it, right? That's how you catch white Pokemon too, right? All right, y'all, I've been JeCorey Hawkins. Peace out.
Give it up for Floyd Jones.
God. Wow, I see a lot of good-looking people on the internet, okay? And like two of those chicks, you know who you are. I'm just kidding, you guys. I'll take what I can get. I'm a guy with titties and a hockey jersey. My buddies call me Nappy Gilmore. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. Speaking of black heroes, you guys, happy Black Month. That's what a real person said to me the other day. I was like, you should have said nothing. That was worse. Thanks. No, but I recently had a child. I recently had a child. Yes. Don't clap. I don't like her. Yeah, I'm a girl dad, you guys, just like Caitlyn Jenner. And so here's the thing, it was funny the other day, some lady stood up in the crowd, she was like, well, I'm a girl mom, and I was like, just like Caitlyn Jenner, shut up. Like, what? She's that fucking reverse Uno card. No, but I have a daughter, and, you know, the thing I fear is, like, how much I'm gonna have to lie to her in the future, you know, like, I'm gonna tell her God's real, but like in an aggressive way. You know, she's gonna be like, Dad, what happens if I like do drugs? And I'm gonna be like, me, God, and Santa are gonna fuck your mom. Okay, like that's just, we are gonna fuck her hard, okay? OnlyFans shoulda came home early, okay? No, that's silly. The other day, my buddy told me, for Black Month, he was like, I have this crazy conspiracy, Floyd. He was like, I think Batman's black. And I was like, what? That's what? And he was like, no, seriously, I think he just paints that little part of his face white so the cops don't shoot him. And I was like, that's so genius. Like, fuck. I mean, you don't want to be in a dark alley like, you fucking killed a billionaire. What are you, United Healthcare? So like, yeah, shout out Luigi. Shout out Mario too. Like, shout out all the Italians who still live with their moms. But like, no, the craziest thing though, my buddy's just on this like black heroes kick, and he was like, I hate when people tell me Jesus isn't black. He was like, it's so obvious. And I was like, please tell me. And he was like, dude, he hung out with 12 apostles. He's in a gang. And I was like, that's racist. But continue. And he was like, he was spitting the gospel. He was a freestyle rapper. And I was like, what? He was like, Psalms are sweaty, knees weak, Mary spaghetti. Like, yes. And I was like, I don't know. And he was like, but dude, seriously, he did the blackest thing anybody's ever done. He was killed by the authorities. So, you guys didn't like that. Perfect. You guys are probably wondering how I got like this. And the answer's simple. When I was 8 years old, I met Michael Jackson in a hotel room. Yeah, that's a true story. I have the picture of my phone to prove it. My mom let me be after the outlet. Oh, well, you guys, I know what you're thinking, and the answer is no. He's not circumcised. Thank you guys so much. Guys, no.
Please welcome Jaron Gordon. What up, y'all? Hey, I thought this was gonna be more like a bunch of people out here begging for money and shit, but turns out it's like the speed dating version of Shark Tank. We're just speed Shark Tank. I needed an intro to come out here like, doo-doo-doo-doo. Hello, sharks. My name's Jaron Gordon. I'm asking for $1,000 for 100% stake in my comedy career. Hey, I didn't want to just come out here begging. I wanted to bring value. I wanted to change lives and shit. So I found a problem. You guys know Detroit's #1 city for STDs right now? Give it up for the STDs. You know what I'm saying? That's good news. Good news. We be fucking out here. We been getting it in. You know what I'm saying? He been rubbing that mustache on shit. I'm just saying. But we gotta do better because I'm poor. I'm the poorest person on this lineup. Yeah, and I can't afford a flare-up. To be honest, I'm one copay of antibiotics away from being homeless. That's bad out here. So I'm thinking I'm gonna make a dating app for people with herpes to meet each other. I'm gonna call it Connecting the Dots. Yeah, I know, it's a way better name than Bumple. Yeah, these is just jokes though. I had said that one time, and you know, I don't expect everybody to laugh at these jokes. Statistically speaking, 1 out of 6 of you guys should hate it. So, yeah, I don't mean to divide the room up. But I had this lady come up to me after the show, and she said, "That is so offensive. I wish I had herpes so I could give it to you." I was just like, that's a waste of a wish. And that's the weirdest way anyone has ever said they wanted to have sex with me. And I've been to jail. Because if you think about it, if a woman, I don't know how you guys feel about it, if somebody gave me herpes, that's my woman, that's my wife, that's my life partner now. Like, I don't understand where these anchor babies come from. So many people walk away, that baby don't look like me. But these bumps look like yours. Can't walk away from it. And to be honest, herpes ain't even that bad. It's just when it clusters up. That's when it gets bad. You see a single herpes? Psh, you can eat around that. You know what they say, if you ain't living on the edge, you're taking up space. Also, if you shook my hand earlier, you should get tested. That's my time.
Give it up for Nikolas Ford.
You think I can get a new microphone after that set? How's it going, everybody? My name is Nikolas Ford. That's what it says on my birth certificate. That's what my mom named me. But my face says, yeah, buddy, you want 10 on pump 5, huh? I am half white, half Middle Eastern. I'm from Dearborn, if you haven't already guessed. But I'm not like your typical Dearborn guy. I don't work at like a gas station or a liquor store. But I will blow this motherfucker up if you guys don't continue to laugh at my jokes. So. No. The only good thing about being mixed is you get like a unique perspective on both cultures, you know? Like I just found out that the white side of my family just found out that the government listens to everything we do. And the Arab side of my family's known since like 1997. For real, like it's real. Like I used to be talking to my uncle back in the day and then we hear weird, like the government's listening and he'd change up his tune completely. He'd be like, yes, Nicholas, I do love America. Isn't it great, huh? You should have seen me earlier. I was eating apple pie, huh? Then we went to watch some baseball, huh? Actually, Nicholas, forgive me. I gotta talk to you later. I gotta go do my taxes. And I was a stupid kid, so I was like, wait, you didn't finish telling me about killing all the infidels yet. Speaking of infidels, my girlfriend's here. No, like I said, I'm kind of Muslim, and she's a Wiccan. You guys know what that is? She's basically a witch. But I know that's not true. She can't be a witch because I've never seen her pick up a broom in her life. No, my girlfriend's sweet. I spoil her, honestly. Like the other day, just for Valentine's Day, I took her to that fancy restaurant. What the fuck's it called? Panda Express? Yeah, because she's a queen and I like to spoil her, like I said. And we were in line and we ordered our food and the person in the behind the speaker goes, there'll be $16.37. You want to donate the rest of your change to Children's Hospital? I was like, absolutely not. It's not because like I'm cheap or I'm some kind of monster. It's because I'm not fucking stupid. Like, does Panda Express really expect me to believe that just somewhere in the world there's a whole hospital ran by children? You know how fucking unsanitary that place would be? Sticky hands all over the fucking place. You go there with cancer and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, sir. Actually, you have a really bad case of the cooties. It's like, I have cancer. What the fuck is going on? No, I'm going to get out of here on this one. Because I only have 3 minutes, believe it or not. Ding! All right, thank you guys so much. I appreciate your time.
Please welcome Kristopher Allen Brown.
Kind of a big deal. Well, at least my 2-year-old grandson thinks so. He called me a bad bitch the other day. Yeah, I was going to use a stage name, Bush Giggles, but I Googled it, and it was a lesbian porn, Beauty and the Bush starring Giggles. I recommend watching it. It was a pretty good film. My first ex-wife, she has borderline personality disorder, and I'm bipolar, so we had a foursome with just the two of us. She broke up with me because she said I was cheating on her, so I had all my imaginary friends over, and we had an imaginary orgy. I don't know what I was doing when I wrote that joke, but I must have been rolling around the living room naked or something. You know, everybody tells me, let Jesus take the wheel, so I said, fuck it, I'll let Jesus take the wheel. The cop said that's the most horrific accident he's seen someone survive in his life. He looked down at me and said, Jesus must have been watching over you. I was like, fuck no, he was driving. I had a friend with benefits coming over, so I popped a Viagra. At the last minute she canceled, I forgot I took a Viagra, so I decided to watch some baseball. About the 5th inning, I looked down and got a huge erection, and I think to myself, man, I forgot how much I love baseball. One of my friends, she told me if I grew a beard, other women would find me sexy. So I went to other women, and they told me other women would find me sexy if I grew a beard. Does anybody know where the other women are? It's been a while. I stopped masturbating when my grandma passed away. She always told me she was watching over me. So now when I have sex, it's lights out under the covers, and she starts making some noise, and I'm like, shh, grandma's watching. I haven't had sex in 5 years. I don't know if that's part of the problem. I don't know. If you ever go to an adult bookstore and you see a hole in the wall, it's not a peephole. I bent down, big old dick popped out. I tried to shove it back in the hole. I did make $200 that night, so maybe you want to look in the hole. I don't fucking know. One time I was all fucked up in a bar and some dude said, I bet you $20 I have your name tattooed on my dick. I was like, there's no way. He said, Kristopher. I said, you're on. So we went to the bathroom, he whipped it out and it said, your name. So at that moment, I realized I spent $20 to see some stranger's dick in a bar bathroom. Life was good. My most recent therapist, being bipolar, when my meds are off, I see shit out of the corner of my eye, and I told him that. He said, I'm a spirit to the conduit world. Wait, conduit to the spirit world. Okay, so he told me I'm a conduit to the spirit world, and then he ghosted me. Maybe I have the sixth sense. I never met him in person. Ding! All right, bye.
Give it up for Noah Chapp.
I've designed an assault rifle for sassy black women to use. It's called an K-47. I've also created a new way to finger women. I use my toes. I'm still getting the hang of it, though. Just getting my feet wet. When I was driving, I saw a road sign with a light on it. It said speed limit 25 when flashing. So I slowed my car down and hung my dick out the window. They have some weird laws in school zones. They say guys tend to be attracted to women who remind them of their mothers, which explains why I'm a necrophile. Actually, the reason I'm a necrophile is because I'm trying to improve myself. See, people describe me as a guy who'd fuck anything that moves, and I thought, why should I limit myself like that? Actually, the reason I'm a necrophile is because my girlfriend is a looker, but evidently not when she's crossing the street. Actually, the reason I'm a necrophile is because my girlfriend and I always have make-up sex after we fight. And boy, did I win that last fight. Actually, the reason I'm an necrophile is because two wrongs don't make a right. If a hooker dies young, why should her life and career be cut short? Actually, the reason I'm a necrophile is because my goal is to fuck everyone in the song We Didn't Start the Fire by Billy Joel. So, I got hairy with Harry Truman, did the dirty deed with Doris Day, rolled in the hay with Johnny Ray, went wild for Walter Winchell, hit a home run with Joe DiMaggio, drove my cock in Joe McCarthy, put my dick in Richard Nixon, melted in Marilyn Monroe, rose my dick for the Rosenberg, skipped from Sugar to Sugar Ray, made love to Marlon Brando, put my one-eyed Trojan snake in tight Eisenhower, shook my sheets with Marciano, sexually liberated Liberace, stuck my banana in Santa Ana, stuffed it all in Joseph Stalin, had mail on mail with Melenkov, got nasty with Nasser, proved my love for Prokofiev, rocked the bed with Rockefeller, copped a feel on Campanella, got my rock off on Raikkonen, went down on Juan Perón, got on my knees for Toscanini, went inside Einstein, put my Jimmy Dean inside James Dean, drove my cock in Davy Crockett, pressed flesh with Elvis Presley, had a crush on Khrushchev, gave a pearl necklace to Princess Grace, did the no pants dance with Pasternak, put my man milk in Mickey Mantle, whacked off Kerouac, laid Chow and Lai, got Karl Knowles from Charles de Gaulle, stuck my wiener inside Starkweather, made a fuck buddy out of Buddy Holly, fiddled around with Fidel Castro, had a weekend fling with Sigmund Reeve, had my way with Hemingway, got an erection from Eichmann, got down with John Glenn, did two-person push-ups with Liston and Patterson, popped my Peter and Pope Paul, made an X-rated movie with Malcolm X, gave a BJ to JFK, made a hoochie out of Ho Chi Minh, began an affair with Begin, found Ronald Reagan, rode Sally Ride, and got busy with Bernie Guts.
Ding! Please put your hands together for Robyn Gilleran.
I am a mom, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I don't know, I'm just such a happy person, and my youngest son is angry like he's had the same job for 40 years that he hates. It's true. Yeah. He just started driver's training, so I know how I'm gonna die now. Just the other day we were driving and he was all, "Mom, your breath smells like farts." I was like, "Thanks, asshole." Glad I pushed him out. onto I-75. We were driving behind a minivan, and their license plate said 6 of us. And I was all, oh, how cute. And he was all, somebody doesn't know how to use a condom. His name is Elliot, and he has no friends. He does have one friend, his brother. I made 2 of them. Yeah, but his brother is 18 and he just went away to college. Yeah, I got rid of one. I just wish it wasn't the one I liked. But I have the classic concerns about sending my son away to school. Like, is he gonna eat right? Is he gonna be respectful to women? Am I gonna have to start spending time with Elliot? It's not that I don't love him, it's just like I said, we have nothing in common. Like, I like watching America's Got Talent, and he likes being intimate with his socks. And I do the laundry. Yeah, people wonder where all the single socks go. They're not single, they're dating my son. Yeah, I think my first grandchild's gonna be a sock puppet. She'll be all, hi, Grandma! Except, she'll be more like this. 'Cause it's stiff. I'm Robyn Gilleran. Thank you so much, everyone.
Give it up for Brett Mercer! Off your phones, pay attention. All right, so I was fucking this chick the other night. It wasn't just some chick. It was my wife. Yeah, we were, to be honest, we weren't even fucking. We were just watching TV. To be honest, we weren't even watching TV. We were just scrolling through Amazon Prime to see what we could be watching. It was hot. Yeah. Came across a college football game. You guys into college football? I'm not. I watch it. I go, these boys should be studying. That's not why your parents sent you to college. But I saw that one of the teams that was playing was the United States Army. Did you know that the United States Army had a college football team?
Yes.
Yes? Well, I had no fucking idea. I was curious. I clicked to see what was going on. They were getting their asses kicked. And I said to this fucking bitch I was fucking at the time, I said, golly. It was my wife. I said, hey, if we ever have to go into World War III, we should probably just send Notre Dame. Yup. Yup. The guy said, yup. No. Now, when you've been married as long as I have, it's about 5 months now. You gotta keep things spicy. So a couple weeks ago, we went to the movie theater to see a movie. I'm pointing at the movie theater. It's over there. And she pulled the classic trick where she cut a hole in the bottom of the popcorn bucket and stuck her pussy through. I was like, damn. I feel like I'm back in college. But anyway, let me move on from that. This is kind of a sad story. My mom last year was diagnosed with breast cancer, which she'll be fine. They caught it early. Just a couple rounds of chemotherapy, double mastectomy. She'll be fine. Enough over here. No, I'm kidding. They'll be fine. But the shitty part for me is that, look, I don't know about you, but I'm sick and tired of thinking about my mom's tits. I haven't thought about my mom's tits this much in forever. And in fact, the last time I thought about my mom's tits this much, I was 0 years old. I was like, this is my fucking favorite restaurant over here. And it's perfect because there's an identical restaurant right next to it. At the time, I had a Lafayette American Coney Island situation going on.
All right. Please welcome to the stage Skippy Rose.
How y'all doing? Yeah. I just gave birth to a baby girl 6 months ago. Thank you. I am very glad not to be pregnant anymore. Yeah, people say wild shit to you when you're pregnant, unprompted, like strangers. I get a lot of strangers coming up to me and telling me horrible, like, visions of my future that I didn't ask for. Like, your boobs are never gonna be the same. Forget sleep. It's like, that's not helpful. Thank you. Thank you for your concern. And I think it's crazy to me that people are that rude to pregnant women because they're notoriously an unhinged people. Right? Like, it's crazy. And, like, if you look this up, right, there have been a lot of pregnant women in history that have been acquitted of violent crimes because they were able to plead insanity due to pregnancy. Which just makes you think, you know, that pregnant women are being severely underutilized by the mob. Right? Just think about it, right? Grab a tire iron, go to somebody's place of business. Like, Jimmy. You owe us a lot of money, Tony, Jimmy. Well, you can't be here. Oh, Jimmy, don't you know? I got all those lady hormones. I just can't help it, right? And then you could have, like, a cool party line, you know what I mean? Throw the tire iron, being like, now we're both knocked up. You know, just... right? Get a whole gaggle of them, right? Call them the 3 Try Me Misters. It'd be great. Speaking of violent events, birth was as advertised. I don't know what I thought it was gonna be like, but before birth, though, I was like obviously really scared, and so I asked other moms, like, hey, what can you tell me? Like, any kind of warning, please help me feel a little less scared about this. And across the board, all these unhelpful bitches, they just told me, oh, don't worry about it. You won't remember most of it. That's not comforting, right? That means that birth is so traumatic that your brain just like wraps it up and puts it way in the back where the creepy uncle massages go. We just don't think about it. I think that's the only reason why women continue to give birth after having the one, because you can't remember what labor's like, right? It's kind of how you keep dating douchebags because you can't quit drinking. Don't read into it. I love my baby daddy. A lot of people ask me what it's like to be a new mom, and this is what I can pretty much surmise at this point. You're just looking at this little being that you love more than anything in the world. I don't know why I'm looking at you. You just love more than anything in the world, and you're just staring directly at their eyes, and they're staring directly at your tits. Right, you guessed correct. Directly at my tits. And I'm just like, no, can you please just like look up? Ah, damn it. All right, thanks, guys. I'm Skippy Rose.
Give it up for Kamryn K.
All right, my name is Kamryn. That's Kamryn with a K. Growing up, my aunt always used to call me Special K, and I was like, oh, that's really sweet, right? The older I get, the more I realize I'm just on the spectrum. That bitch had me pegged from a young age. Just kidding, it was my uncle that pegged me at a young age. It's early February. How's everybody's New Year's resolutions doing? That's what I expected from this crowd. You guys look like more of like a I'm not gonna better myself unless it's court mandated type, you know? I've got a long list of goals this year, a long list of resolutions. All of them are about tightening my coochie. Those are my key goals for the year. For those of you that don't know what a key goal is, it's an exercise that tightens your pelvic floor, beneficial for women and men. I just found out the other day. Some women like to take a piece of jade or gemstone. Different stones have different properties. Shove that up there to help with the exercises. If you don't have one of those, just slice off the tip of a banana. I call those frugals because they save you a little bit of money instead, you know? I'm from Detroit, so sometimes I'm able to just sneak across the river, go do them on the beach in Canada. Beautiful. Those are my illegal seagull kegels. I'm going to have Gorilla Grip by 2026, you know? Christmas present from my boyfriend, essentially. My other resolution is I want to get back into baking bread. during COVID, I was one of those people that was baking bread nonstop, you know? I started making dough kits to sell online, like on Facebook. I was infusing like my own, I was making up stuff. Lavender bread, yeah, I got it. Like dill pickle bread, yeah, I got it. The dildo kits, sold out online. Everybody, it was crazy. Next day, all returned. Complaints of yeast infections. Yeah. So my name is Kamryn. That is a boy's name. I wanted to change it in 3rd grade, so I decided to just tell everybody my name's Sparkles from here on out. I don't know who here has tried to give themselves a nickname, but you can't. That's not how it works. Except for when I went to church on Sunday and the 2 old ladies have been like changing my diaper for the last 10 years, you know, come up like, oh, Kamryn, you look so cute. And I'm like, ladies, please, Kamryn is my dead name. You can call me Sparkles from here on out. And they did, like every Sunday for the next 18 years. Not let me forget that I wanted to do that one time in 3rd grade. I just hope they remember my name's Kamryn, because if they look me up by Sparkles, they're going to find my OnlyFans page. I don't do OnlyFans. Put your phones away. I do comedy, so it's just as degrading. Just kidding. No, doing comedy is a lot like doing OnlyFans, because I like showing off all my bits, you know? I love a good gag. Oh. Doesn't make as much money, though, unfortunately. Just as degrading, though, make no mistake. I'm going to leave you guys with one more thing. Does anybody know what the meaning of the word absquatulate is? To leave suddenly or abruptly.
Ding! Please welcome Lauren Noelle.
You know, I really appreciate that applause because being a woman now is so hard. When I get dressed, I'm thinking of 2 things. What is going to get me compliments from the ladies, gays, and theys? And what is going to make it so men don't make direct eye contact with me? And half of you didn't even know I had eyes until I said that. So it's working. It's working. I just want to let you guys know I am here in spite of the DEI being totally nixed. So that means I'm a little bit funny. I do want to play my favorite game, though, because it's Black History Month. It's called Make White People Uncomfortable. Sir, what kind of brown do you think I am? He's going to plead the 5th on that, and I totally respect that. In case you guys were wondering, black dad, white mom equals Mexican. Yeah, I'm kind of like what I call a homegrown brown. So, yeah, you can't deport me because my family historically didn't immigrate here. I'm black and Irish. We were imported. That was back when you can Amazon Prime people. In case you guys are wondering, I am black, I am autistic, I am queer, so that means I can say every bad word there is and not get canceled. I'm basically like the Thanos of comedy, just like collecting Infinity Stones at this point. I am kind of ashamed to admit it, though. I've been dating a lot of white men. Unfortunately, me, my pussy, we have a lot in common with January 6th. Yeah, there's been too many white guys in there that definitely should not have been there in the first place. And they should not be on the streets today. So I do want to say I am done fucking white guys for good. Now I do it for evil. My favorite thing is I've been matching with Republicans on Tinder, and I've been convincing them to let me sit on their face. Yeah. Because every vote counts, and when I'm going down, I know they cannot bench what's coming down, okay? So when I get that good old thigh tap to come up for air, you gotta pull yourself up by your own bootstraps around here. Every vote counts, every vote counts. And for legal reasons, that is a joke. It is clearly a joke. We all know that Republican men would never eat pussy. Come on, guys. Grow up, grow up. Thank you.
Give it up for Brad Leonard. right, so the mustache is new. I had a big bushy beard looking real January 6th-ish myself. I was looking and I was like, what if the Lorax had fucked a Snorlax? And here we are. Or my stretchy jeans for you folks, I hope you don't mind. They give me this like reverse body dysmorphia. I think it's called confidence. I don't know, I've never heard of it. Oh my goodness. I did stand up for the first time in Ohio recently. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to branch out after a little while. I was hesitant for the longest time, but my friend Kendrick Lamar told me recently sometimes you have to pop out and show neighbors. I don't like craft beer. Craft beer is not my thing. No judgment if you do. It's just I don't have the like palate or whatever the fuck. Like the names for one thing bother me about craft beers. You know, raggedy ass, dirty bastard. I don't want that in my mouth. Nah, no thank you. That doesn't sound delicious. That sounds like search results on Juggalo Pornhub. No thanks. No, I'm more of a weed guy if you couldn't tell by the entire vibe. Bit of a hypocrite though, aren't I? Because I'll talk shit about the names of craft beer and then go smoke a weed called Gorilla Piss or Jaguar Nut. I gotta work on that. Self-awareness is important. I was hesitant for the longest time to try shrooms. I did eventually try them. You guys like shrooms? Yeah, cool. I hear you had to be in like a happy, positive mindset to try them, and I am not that fucking person, bro. My blood type is literally B negative. You want that on drugs? Goodness gracious. Dating apps, I'm not a fan. I want to get rid of them. I want to make my own. It's going to be more like Yelp. You kind of know where I'm going with this. Reviews of past relationships, hookups, occupants, depending on your situation. You go on my profile, for example, it'd be like 3 months ago, decent lay, 3 out of 5. 2 months ago, hairier than preferred, would recommend with the lights off. Or last month, virgin energy, still trying to figure that one out. I have a friend who hooked up successfully on a dating app. And during his hookup, he was asked to give a mushroom stamp. Do we know what mushroom stamp is, Royal Oak? Okay, let me tell you. So the mushroom stamp involves 2 people, usually at least one man. One has a penis or penis-like device, and the other is on their knees facing them. So the objective is to take your penis or penis-like device, firmly grasp it like you're about to go jellyfishing, throw it back for the wind-up. At this point, they are no longer your sexual partner, they are your sexual opponent. And then your goal is to hit them in the face as hard as you can to leave a mark in the shape of, you remember the Sultan's Palace from Aladdin? You're going for that. I was impressed as hell when he told me what that was, during a date. Because if that were me hooking up with a girl and someone said, can you guy please have a mushroom stamp? I'd be lost. I didn't know what it was until he told me. I'd be like, stamps, are we still saving the post office? Pandemic's over, mostly. Or like, do you have like a lot of them? Most girls I know collect shot glasses. Ding! Thank you.
Give it up for Minesh Barot.
Hi, Royal Oak. I have been promised that I'm on stage because of my skills and not because of DEI. And I'll prove it. I have this paper with jokes on it. Oh shit. Oh right, I remember. I saw a women's fencing match and one woman was 9 months pregnant. I'm like, wow. That is impressive. Women are getting creative on abortion. Pop. But abortion, not a very big deal in India. Clearly, look at our population. However, being light-skinned, a very big deal. And as a dark-skinned individual, it was difficult back there. So I made a decision to move to the United States of America. A country where your skin color does not matter at all. Happy Black History Month, y'all.
But the first thing that caught me off guard here is the American metric system. I was on a hike with an Indian friend. Halfway into the hike, I'm exhausted. I ask how much is left. He says 9 kilometers. Made sense to my brain. I was on a hike with an American friend. Same thing happens. I ask the same question. He's like, dude, keep walking. It's a long ass hike. Now I've noticed ass can measure anything in the US. Like, sir, did you know your masculinity can be measured using the word ass? You could either be a grown-ass man or a bitch-ass man. You do look like a tough guy. So you're a grown-ass man for my own safety. Even female beauty standards can be measured using the word ass. You can either be an ugly-ass woman or a fine-ass woman. Like the whole world operates on meters, kilometers, and kilograms. But America operates on long ass, bitch ass, and wet ass. Ding! Alright, everyone, thank you.
Give it up for our final comic, Cori Yerke.
Hey y'all, thanks for being here. Oh, we've already covered, a couple comics have said we had a special holiday. Anybody here celebrate with a loved one? Nobody? All right, I did. Relationship I've been in since about high school, so maybe like 20 years now. Yeah, usually that gets a few woos, but that's okay. I do look like I'm, a little bit younger, I guess. Anyway, yeah, so we've been together since high school. It is an electric toothbrush. Yeah, If you don't know what I'm talking about, 4 out of 5 dentists do recommend it. The 5th one just told you to spit. No, seriously though, you can look it up in Wikipedia. It says right in there that electric toothbrushes have been used for years to spare someone embarrassment from using a vibrator. I guess they didn't think I was going to announce that to a room full of people. Or tell you the following story. So one time in high school, I was checking the batteries of my little friend, right? Coming into my own. A little menage a moi, if you will, right? No, seriously though, I'm naked from the waist down. I've got the covers pulled up to my chin though, because I have a healthy amount of shame. Yeah, we're on about round 2, so still on what Oral B likes to call the sensitive setting. Before I know it, my mom has entered the room. I don't know what to do, so in panic, I just hit the button and shove it under my pillow. Yeah, we are now on the deep clean setting. Oh, gosh, I'm childless by choice. Suck it, J.D. Vance, okay? Childless by choice, don't know what I would do, should not be giving anyone parental advice, but here's what you don't do if you walk into your daughter doing this. Proceed to cross the room, perch on the edge of her bed, and make direct eye contact. Hey, sweet pea, how are you? You coming down for dinner? Oh, I'm coming, all right. Anyway, after that, I wasn't sure if she actually heard the toothbrush or if she was just really good at beating around the bush. She is Catholic. Later that week, though, I found a pack of AA batteries in my nightside drawer. Yeah, they say the toothbrush or the tooth fairy doesn't exist. Women supporting women, am I right? Thanks, you guys. You've been a great audience this evening.
Let's hear it one more time for our comics.
Awesome.
So we're gonna take this time to give our judges some time because I'm sure they're gonna need some time to delineate.
Say it one more time.
No. So at this time, we are going to break for a 10 to 15 minute intermission. So get everything out of your system. Come on back. We're gonna have the top 2 finalists figured out, and they are going to do another 2-minute set each. And then we will crown our champion.
So Josh, I think the best way to kill some time, and again, as we get people rolling back in here, I think a story is in order, Josh.
A story?
A story. I recall, if you will, you found the most ridiculous way to avoid helping a homeless person. And I would love for you to share that story with us tonight.
Okay.
I enjoy watching him suffer.
Yeah, clearly.
Please do.
I'll take the stool for the story.
Yeah, by all means. I'll
Stool.
be back here for moral support.
Thanks, Milan. Thanks for putting
by
me
moral
on.
support, I mean, again, laughing at your expense.
Love it. Love all of these things that you've put me in today. Okay, well, here we are. It was the pandemic, people, okay? And I don't know how else to say it. You know, I was doing what every American was doing at that time. I was grocery shopping in my pajamas. And so, you know, I had my usual regiment, right? I go in there, I get only the necessities. Some Pop-Tarts, some chocolate milk, Totino's pizza rolls, you know, just what's essential.
There you go. The essentials.
Thank you.
Let's go.
And so I started by perusing the discount aisle because I knew the Easter candy was on sale and I'd probably be getting it for half off. And as I was in this aisle, a man walks up to me and he's holding a loaf of bread and he goes, can you help me? And I'm like, okay. And so I get up from my spot and I look at him and I'm like, uh-huh. And he's like, can you help me? And I'm like, okay, I don't know what that means. Do you want me to like help you lift the bread? Is it too heavy? Do you need me to do therapy for this thing? What does help me mean? And then it hits me, he wants me to pay for it.
Now, you haven't said all this out loud, right? You've simply just been like... Huh?
Yeah, I've been pretty silent, pretty mute, because again, I was just trying to compute what he's trying to say here. And so I look at him and I'm like, okay, well, how do I get out of this one? Because I'm certainly not paying for this bread. And so I realize that I'm wearing my mask. He has no idea who I am, what I look like, just my eyes. And so I do the best thing I can do and I come up with an accent. I know English. And so he stops and then he goes, can you pay for this? I'm like, I knew it. That's what you wanted. I knew it. So I go, I know pay. So apparently I just know a lot of things. And he goes, look, man, I just need you to pay for it. And again, I have to stick to the bit. At this point, he knows I'm not from this country. I know. And he looks at me dead-eyed, and he just goes, do you have, like, ADHD or something? Oh, that's what you thought I had this whole time? I mean, I guess that's true, because I don't even know what the accent was. Is it Spanish? Is it Italian? Is it really offensive if you don't know the country of origin?
Yeah, everyone knows there's a correlation between not being from America and having ADHD. Everyone knows that.
Exactly. So they match together. So, you could probably guess what I said next. I know. And he looks at me again, and this time, I think I won. And just walks away. Gone. And I'm over here like, oh my God, it worked. Oh my God, I saved $3. I can't wait. This is awesome. And so I see him go around and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go that way too. And I gotta run into this guy. So I wait and I sort of like kind of sidestep army crawl across the aisle, you know, because I'm like, maybe he's on the other side. What if he comes out and goes, I knew it! I knew you were American! So I go over and I look, and sure enough, he's got an old lady trapped with the same spiel. And I'm like, oh my God, he's got a hostage. So I look and I'm like, okay, do I intervene at this point? Do I jump in? What do I do? And then I just decide, you know, maybe I could just put my hand over my face. I don't know. But then he makes eye contact with me and I immediately freeze and I'm like, okay, go back to being a foreign person. How do you do that? Limp. Because I guess that's what they do now. So this person from this country of origin, that's all they do. They limp. They don't have great back support. And so I just limped right out of there. And thankfully, I never had to pay for that bread. Thank you.
What I love so much about that story, and let's be honest, it's a bit relatable. You were so embarrassed by this misunderstanding between you two that your only option was to just pretend you don't speak the language.
Right. I know.
Yeah, I know. I know. Well, give it up for Josh Tobby, everybody. Thank you for regaling us with that.
Thank you.
And hopefully that gave us just enough time. Judges, do we have our two finalists?
Oh, thanks. Now I can have it back. Cool. Yes, we do.
Excellent. Could I?
I did not write them down for you.
Oh,
No,
all
that's
right.
not
Well,
it.
then,
Can you
comments.
just
Can
tell
you just circle them? Okay, yeah, just tell us. Fine.
Tell
Tell us. But do it really dramatically, Sandy, please.
The first to battle of the mics is JeCorey Hawkins.
JeCorey Hawkins, everybody.
Excellent. Okay. And our second is...
Oh, we had to pick another one? No, I'm just kidding. The second to battle of the mics is Noah Chapp.
Chapp, all right.
Chapp. Okay.
JeCorey and Noah, if we could have you join us on stage, please.
Please. And at this point, does anyone have a quarter I can borrow? Oh, sweet. Yeah.
Thank you.
Emily, thank you. Hell yeah. Oh, wow, it's a nice, clean one, too. Okay.
Everybody give it up for Emily.
Woo! Great job, Emily. Gentlemen, congratulations. You are in the top two.
Congratulations. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to flip a coin to see who goes first for your second round of your 2-minute sets. You guys ready?
All right. With that being said, whoever calls it first, that is who it'll go to for that side. Tails. Okay.
Tails.
JeCorey says tails.
Ooh, clean.
That is a tails.
So JeCorey, would you
JeCorey.
like to go first or would you like to go second?
Noah's
going first.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right. Noah.
The stage is yours.
Actually, the reason I'm a necrophile is because it's necessary. A guy pretty much has to dissect a woman's body to find her G-spot. Actually, the reason I'm a necrophile is because you win some, you lose some. Her body rejected my kidney, but it took my dick. Actually, the reason I'm a necrophile is because I like getting jerked off the same way the NRA likes having their guns taken away. From their cold, dead hands. Actually, the reason I'm a necrophile is because I feel the same about sex as I feel about watching the Pirates of the Caribbean films. Just finish on dead man's chest. I've heard people say they don't mind if someone's a necrophile, they just don't like when they make it their whole personality. Which explains why I'm into bestiality. Actually, the reason I'm into bestiality is because I'm trying to improve myself. See, people describe me as a guy who'd fuck anything with 2 legs, and I thought, why should I limit myself like that? Actually, the reason I'm into bestiality is because I'm fair. If I'm gonna say a girl is loose as a goose, I figured I should know what I'm talking about. Actually, the reason I'm into bestiality is because I found the missing link between man and ape. My dick. Actually, the reason I'm into bestiality is because I wanted to try reverse cowgirl. So I let a horse mount me. Actually, the reason I'm into bestiality...
Ding! Please give it up one more time for Noah Chapp, and entering the stage is JeCorey!
What up, though, again, motherfuckers? Look, let's give a shout out to comedy. Could you imagine if Noah didn't do comedy? If he didn't have any way to express this, we would be fucked. That's why I'm nice to know. Every time I see him, I'm like, hey, man, I don't know if those are actual jokes, okay? All right, let's get into the real shit. All right, y'all, look, I need y'all to stick with me on this one because this is deep, right? Listen to me. I think we should bring back slavery, okay? Stay with me. Stay with me, guys. Stay with me, okay? But this time, we bring back slavery for white people, okay? Right? Only for like 40 years, right? You don't even have to go back to the fields because what would you sing? Sweet Caroline, right? That's a lot of sunscreen for a lot of people, right? So look, hear me out, right? I only got 2 minutes. Bring back slavery for like 40 years, right? Y'all just need a taste of it, see what it's like, right? 5 years, crack in the community of white people. Because I think crack, funny white crackheads, could you imagine a little team just being like, I do a TikTok for you right now? Said I need that iPad, man. Right? But look, crack for 5 years, a little bit of mass incarceration just for like 3 years or so, 3.5, right? After all of that, right? We got like, 50 years of discrimination. After all of that, y'all can say nigga. I just cured fucking racism, guys, in 2 minutes. Right? All right, and I got one more because I still got 30 seconds. Might as well give it my all, right? So let's see what it's gonna go with. I've never bought pussy myself. Anybody else? Have you bought pussy, Never bought pussy. I have invested in it quite often, though. Right? You kind of treat it like a 401k. So you take a little bit, put a little bit in, take a little bit out, say thank you so much. I just cashed in my pussy for the year, guys. What are we doing? Going on vacation? All right, let's see. Happy Black History Month. I'm JeCorey Hawkins. Peace out.
Woo! That's a tough job for our judges. I do not envy them.
Yeah, so while we give them just a couple more minutes, we want to take a moment to thank our sponsors for this incredible event.
Absolutely. Without these sponsors, we could not have put this event on. We wouldn't have the $1,000 cash prize. Honestly, our hearts go out to them. Thank you guys so much. Our first sponsor we want to thank is our friends over at Hanish's.
Yes, Hanish's. These guys are great. They've been in the industry for over 25 years, I believe. 20 years. And they have been doing auctions, and they come on a monthly and bi-monthly basis. They are looking for items of intrinsic value right now. So if you have anything, you have some gold, some jewelry, a car, Pokemon cards, you name it, they are looking to auction those items off. So find them on Hanishes.com and they will take care of you.
But Hanishes are not the only sponsors we have for tonight. We, of course, also need to thank our friends over at Grimace.
Yes. Grimace is the eye that gets you high, 21 and up. But if you're a big fan of concentrates, shatter, batter, crumble, diamonds, pre-rolls, and so much more, you can find them at Jars, House of Dank, King of Buds, and so much more. You can check it out at findgrimace.com, Grimas.com. Not that purple nugget, it's the green eyeball.
And there is, of course, one more group of people we want to thank tonight, without whom, again, none of this would be possible. None of us would be having as good of a night as we could. And that is, of course, the wonderful staff here at Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle.
Yes.
Make sure you tip your wait staff. Make sure you say thank you to them on your way out. They are wonderful people to work with. We loved being here, and they are the reason why we are here.
Yes, absolutely. No, we couldn't be more grateful. And honestly, the class, the showmanship, I see why they've been around for 45 years, honestly. So kudos to all of you, and may it be 45 times 45 more years.
That's a lot of years.
That's a lot of years, but I think it can happen. So,
all right, well, we've been yapping for a little bit. Judges, how are we feeling?
Shut the fuck up. We're talking.
Now, don't announce it right away. But are we ready? We're on board? Okay, before we do that, we would like to bring our sponsors up with the really big check and the comically small trophy.
Hey, whoa. It is perfectly average size, Josh.
That's
it's not
fair.
small. I don't know why you keep calling it small.
Well, it's something.
It's perfectly average. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah.
Does the job. That's all it needs.
Yeah, you two come on.
Please come on out and join us on
Oh, I love that
stage.
notebook, JeCorey.
Dude, JeCorey's
Let's
dead.
give another round of applause.
Yes, please give these guys a round of applause. All right. Here we go, gentlemen. Okay. Another round of applause for our sponsors here. Woo! Woo! Close that there. Okay. With that being said, who is the winner? Oh my God. Do they know? Do you know? Okay, fantastic. I want you to say it then. Okay. The winner of Battle of the Mics, Borch, is...
Noelle. Chapp.
Noelle Chapp, everybody. Congratulations. You've earned it, my friend. Woo!
You won a big-ass check.
Big-ass check.
That's one big check. And your perfectly average size trophy.
Awesome. Noah, we'd love for you to say something if you have anything here.
Actually, the reason I'm Thank you all very much. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Milan. Thank you, sponsors, and thank you, JeCorey. You're great. Thank you to all my peers, I would say fellow competitors, but it's not a competition. We're all just trying to make people laugh, and I'm so glad you all joined us to do that tonight. So thank you to my peers, to the audience, to everybody. Thank you.
Make a Chapp, everybody.
Yeah, here for him.
All right, guys, you can head on through that door. Congratulations on the win. All right. Now, before we head out, there is one last thing we want to talk about. Thank you, Noah. Noah, don't forget your trophy. There we go. All right, Noah, everybody. Before we wrap things up, we are the Comedy Roll. We are a film festival as well.
That's what we do. That's why we're here.
Yes, so in May, we have an event, so we'd love for you to come out. If you haven't followed us on Facebook and Instagram, please do so. We are the Comedy Roll, spelled R-O-L-L. And so please, check us out, spread the word. If you want more events like this is our first one. So it can only go down from here.
I don't think that's how that works.
Sideways from here.
Sure.
But thank you all. Drive safe. And remember, thank you for coming out to Battle of the Mics.